Welcome back. Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170 The Answer. My name is Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty, joined as always by Mr. Jason Hall with Team Home Loans. He's got the somber look on his face. He knows the Chargers are gone. I love it. We've got Jim Sprouse, Steelers fan, living the life right now in the playoffs where the Chargers and the Bills are not. But at least the Steelers owe us Bills a little bit.
They actually,
getting you there.
Yeah, I just saw an article. There's Permane. Most towns have this thing, especially in the culture, you know. And we have Permane brothers in Pittsburgh. And I just saw an article. They sent off boxes and boxes up to the Buffalo when their last day coming out of the locker room is on Tuesday. So they're going to have Permane brothers Pittsburgh sandwiches walking out of their locker room in Buffalo.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's smart marketing right there. I love when people take advantage of opportunities like that.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Huge, because that's free advertisement.
It's free advertisement, yeah.
Definitely. So speaking of taking advantage of opportunities, we've got Steve Lauria, California Health Network. Again, this is Santee Health Awareness Month. And as Steve, you mentioned that, you know, the obesity rate in the United States is extremely high, and East County here in San Diego in particular tends to have a higher obesity rate than anywhere in the county. And so again, let's recap a little bit for our listeners. What exactly is Santee Health Awareness Month, and what are some of the opportunities that our listeners can take advantage of?
Santee Health Awareness Month is our thing where we're trying to promote health as much as possible to Santee residents by letting them know what's available as far as fitness, health, wellness businesses in Santee. Things like the YMCA is participating. Like I said, I mentioned a chiropractor. We have several personal trainers, several gyms offering free passes. And there's, like I said, there's about 30 organizations that have taken part. There's actually new ones that are signing on every couple of days as well, too. There is actually a direct link to find these specials. It's californiahealthnetwork.org/Health Awareness Month. You can go directly to that list of 30 businesses that are offering the specials.
Nice. And so I know that, you know, this is near and dear to you being a personal trainer. So what's your special this month?
My special is actually, I think it's a pretty good one. For the first 20 Santee residents that get a hold of me either by Facebook or on our website, I'm offering them 1 half-hour personal training session per week for the entire month of January.
Wow.
Already had 2 people call me. So there's 18 more spots available. You know, that's worth some money if you've ever priced personal training.
That's a free 30 minutes?
Free 30 minutes, yeah.
Wow.
Very Santee resident.
Can I move to Santee? There we go.
I was going to say, I think Jason wants to jump on that. He needs it so he can get up and ready for the next Three Sisters
move
hike.
on into Santee and be ready for Three Sisters.
There you go.
I love it. So again, if you're listening to the show right now, we're talking with Steve Lauria at California Health Network. This is an opportunity to get 4 free personal training sessions as a part of Santee Health Awareness Month. So again, if you want to connect with them, find them on Facebook, which is best. That way you know about all the deals as they come. California Health Network, just find it there on Facebook, or you go to the website californiahealthnetwork.org. That's awesome, Steve. So talk a little bit about, you know, what are some tips? Everybody, it's the beginning of the year, tons of New Year's resolutions. Everybody wants to lose weight. I know Jason and I have a weight accountability group that I have the best excuse. I'm putting on pregnancy weight right now.
Oh, I've been there.
Right?
I mean, I literally put on more weight with both of our children than my wife did.
Is that sympathy eating?
I did more weight. And so how much are you up, Kyle?
I'm only at 5 pounds, which the average man puts on 14.
Yeah, that's like me.
What trimester are you in?
We're 23. We're in our 23rd week right now.
By the way, congratulations, my friend. I didn't know. I've been so out of touch just working. So that's incredible.
Yeah, we got a little baby girl on the way, little Nixon.
Cinco de Mayo, somewhere right around there.
She's due in May, but I have strong suspicions she's going to come early. So it's been quite an adventure so far, but I'm only at 5 pounds. So being that we're more than halfway through and I'm only at 5, I'm staying below average on weight gain right now.
This is your first one?
First one, yeah.
I must be my second trimester. I gained 10 pounds from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Real easy.
It is tough, right, during those holidays, and that's why we've got the man in studio.
Definitely. So, Steve, let's get everybody's, health on track to start the year out. What are some little subtle changes people can make in their lifestyle, in their exercise routines, in their dietary habits? What are some things that our listeners can do?
Well, one thing a lot of people don't think about is actually the amount of sleep you get each night. When you sleep, you're better rested, you can think better, and you don't doesn't make you as lazy to sit around on the couch and want to watch TV.
So what's a good night's sleep recommended by a trainer there, Steve?
8 hours. And at least 6 hours of deep REM sleep.
Okay. How do you know if you're getting deep REM sleep?
You're dreaming, seeing images.
Okay. All right. So those dreams.
I know the nights that I wake up the most rested are the nights I had the craziest dreams.
Really?
Yeah, always.
Can we talk about some of those crazy dreams? Can we talk about those or no?
No, 'cause most of them would put me in jail.
All right. So what other things? I know everybody always likes to say water, right? Lots of water.
Water is very, very important. A couple gallons a day would be great. I've actually started experimenting with this high pH water lately, if anybody knows anything about that.
No, what is that?
It's an alkaline water. For example, it's been shown in studies that cancer has a harder time surviving in alkaline base. It has more nutrients and more electrolytes for your body.
Is Cain water?
I've heard of Cain water. Yeah, that's
a
high.
machine that actually produces a higher pH balance. Yeah.
There's also a lot of water available in these stores, but the important thing is really to at least have water, preferably not tap water, some kind of spring water, or at least a filtered water would be the better choice for water.
And a couple gallons, right?
A couple gallons if you can. Yeah, most people don't, but if you think about it over the course of a day, it really isn't that much.
Right, just consistency.
I heard it's take your body weight and divide it in half and drink that many ounces in water. It's a good rule of thumb.
That's about right, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of water.
It's a lot of water.
I love it. What are some other things? So if people want to get out and start doing exercise, and maybe they're like Jason where they haven't exercised in what looks like years, and they want to get into some exercise.
I'm regular exercising now, man. You're giving me a hard time. I love it.
What can people do if, let's say somebody's just been, maybe they're 50 pounds overweight and they just want to kind of take it easy, get started. What are some simple little exercises that they can do?
Get up and walk for one thing. Instead of taking the car 2 blocks to the store, walk to the store. Take the stairs instead of elevators. Walk around your office instead of having somebody fetch your stuff for you. Just get active. One of the biggest things is actually the amount of time you spend on a screen. Kids and adults, TV screens, computer screens, video screens. The average American spends several hours a day.
Phone screens, right?
Phone screens. The average American spends several hours a day on screens, and if you imagine putting even 25% of that into an active lifestyle, it would make a huge difference.
You could get the treadmill screen, and you could knock out 2 birds with one stone. You guys seen the treadmill desk?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That could be good. So that way you're walking while you're typing, making phone calls.
Good marketing stuff, right? Go ahead and get that tracker, and we'll watch the screen right there.
It would be cool. I'm trying to get ideas for you, Jason.
Oh, I don't get much screen time in.
What else can Jason do to get his health and fitness on track?
Yeah, since I'm the heaviest guy here in the studio.
Well, there's the 4-letter word diet, and by diet I don't mean losing weight, but I mean by eating properly. You want to eat your good complex carbohydrates instead of your simple carbohydrates. Complex.
So what are those though? What are those? I mean, we talk about them, but not everybody gets. You're speaking a different language. I speak mortgage language, and when I, say APR or something else, people don't get that, or DTI. So when you're saying simple and complex, talk about that.
Simple carbohydrates are things like candy, sugars, white bread, something like that. Something that has all the nutrients processed out. The complex carbohydrates are things more like your potatoes, your whole grain rices, bread, stuff like that. That's going to be nutrient dense, so when it goes through your body, it gets processed through your body, the nutrients will get stored instead of shipped right out. You want your leafy green vegetables, and the darker the better. Like a lot of people eat salads, but lettuce has no nutritional value whatsoever. Eat something like spinach or kale, that's going to have all the nutrients your body needs. Meats, you want to go lighter instead of darker, like chicken, fish, turkey. That's a lot better than a big juicy steak.
So on meats go lighter, on vegetables go darker.
Right.
Okay.
Boom. Hashtag that.
I
love it. So do you guys have any 2016 New Year's resolutions involving diet, health, wellness? What do you guys got?
I do.
Go for it. What do you got, Mr. Sprouse?
Well, I think we had this conversation last time I was here. It's to do a triathlon. And we've talked about the running and stuff, and you're busting Jason over here pretty good, but he has been a marathoner too. I mean, so it's not like he's not there. But we were talking about the running part of it. That's fine. Biking, love to do it. Live up in Penasquitos. We got all the trails. Get out there. It's that darn swimming. So I think I shared this story last time. I thought I was going to die. I did a triathlon on Catalina, and literally the birds were circling overhead as I was backstroking.
Nice.
The short thing, I was going to die. And we were talking about this because you were going out to the lakes, and you
Yes.
did one. So
Yeah.
I have not a sprint, but an Olympic triathlon for my goal. We'll see how the swimming goes. I've got certain
I'm
incremental
signed up
goals.
for one in May if you want to do it with me.
What distance?
It's Olympic, so mile
Olympic.
swim.
If I can get in the water beforehand, yeah. It should be now. I should
And
be
it's
starting
in
now
San
to do
Diego
it.
Bay.
It's in the bay, that's good.
There's no waves. It's salt water. That's
Yeah.
as easy of a swim as you could get.
Yeah.
Jason's doing one this year.
All right.
Doing a sprint. We're doing a sprint.
Beginning
I want
of
to
May.
make it Olympic,
Beginning
man.
of
I got to
May.
start somewhere.
Beginning of May or end of May?
Just give you some.
End of May.
All right.
It's
That
like,
could be a
it's like
talker,
it's
Kyle.
the last
We'll-
weekend of May. It's
We'll
called
talk
Tri
offline.
Rock.
We'll talk offline about that. That might be
Okay.
good for me.
Give
I
you guys
love
some
it.
inspiration on triathlons. One of my former clients was a guy named Paul Poffenroth. At 67 years old, he did the entire Kona triathlon, which is a 112-mile bike ride,
Wow.
2.4 miles swim,
Ironman.
and marathon run. He did it in 14 hours at 67 years old.
We had a gal in here. What's her name? Do you remember her name? I'll have to look it up.
Oh,
But
man, I
It was
remember that.
David. Works
She
with
was in
David
banking.
Hamilton. Yeah, she's a commercial banker.
Yeah.
She works with David Hamilton. And she was a
Done, like,
professional.
multiple Ironmans.
Yeah, professional woman triathlete for many, many years. Unbelievable.
Why
good
can't
shape.
she just be a professional triathlete? Why does she got to be a professional woman triathlete?
Well, I think that's that's unique that she could do that because again, triathlon started with mainly just men, right? It was kind of a macho thing. Can a man make it? And she just dominated. So similar times to probably what you're talking about, 67 doing that's amazing, 14 hours, right? Wow.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got to head to a break, Jason, but give me your big New Year's resolution before we do.
I'm gonna make this sprint triathlon, Kyle.
You're going to make the sprint triathlon.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna
Love it.
survive.
I love it.
Let's go to break.
All right, when we get back, I'll share my 2016 New Year's resolution with you. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170, The Answer.